the spring 2016 DTM minting. That applause is not for me. The applause is for 5 people who have achieved the ultimate award that Toastmasters offers. Let me put this in a very numeric way. In order to become a DTM, it takes 576 minutes. That's a quarter or 3/4 of a million minutes that you are Toastmastering. And that's the minimum. How did you do that? How did anybody do that? What kind of person takes that much of their life and contributes it to a club that you get no reward for, that you pay for, and doesn't pay you back financially? In fact, the only thing pretty much we give you is this little medal. That shows commitment. That shows a willingness to invest in oneself in a powerful and significant way. Because you don't just invest in yourself, you are investing in everybody else around you. The nature of Toastmasters is that we give immediate feedback. Who's giving you that immediate feedback? The other Toastmasters. They are investing in you just as you invest in them. It is a critical point of Toastmasters that makes us different from college classes or from trying to do it yourself. That's why Toastmasters succeeds. That's why Toastmasters is the best way that I've ever heard of to learn public speaking and therefore leadership skills. Today we have 5 people that we honor for their commitment of 3/4 of a million minutes out of their lives. And we're going to introduce them individually. We're going to start with Mark Williams introducing new DTM Arthur Byrd.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters, guests, dignitaries. I introduce you a very interesting Toastmaster. I became a Toastmaster at the same time that this gentleman did, and I have to tell you, I was thoroughly impressed from day one watching this Toastmaster grow within the club, the area, district, and the division, or division and district. He earned his CCCL and Advanced Communicator Awards in short order. But I think that's mainly because he came to Toastmasters as a communications professional in the beginning. He worked for a television station in Youngstown as a content editor and a cameraman for 21 years. He also is a college instructor teaching communications at Youngstown State University. And he had done some time as a radio announcer back in Texas, right? Ohio? Was it here in Ohio? So Art Byrd knows the business of communications. But what do we come to Toastmasters for? No matter what we have done as in our past lives, when we come to Toastmasters, we're coming to improve. We're coming to become better communicators. And I saw Art do that right in front of my eyes. I was right alongside of him. He's just like a brother to me. And when he asked me to introduce him for his DTM, I have to tell you, tears came to my eyes because I think Art's just a heck of a guy. And he's coached me through many tough times when I pushed through, that I didn't have to be a Toastmasters, but I was at Toastmasters because it helped me. And I saw you come to fruition and become one of the better speakers and our current president. And I just want to tell you, I think you've done a fantastic job leading us. And not only has he been club president, but he was also area governor and our VP of marketing. And I have to tell you, you've done a stellar job with everything that you've touched. Without any further ado, I could go on, but I want to invite you to take time out to shake this man's hand and tell him how special he is, because it's true. Not everybody becomes a DTM. That man over there should especially be a DTM. I'm glad to know him. He's like a brother to me. Fantastic man. I bring you Byrd.
Our next introducer is Pete Panwani.
The best leaders inspires greatness all around them. Madam DTM Chair, fellow Toastmasters, most welcome guests. When you visit the best clubs in our district, do you ever notice how one or two dynamic leaders inspires greatness among that entire club? Take Executive 408, a club I know very well. Here's a club for the last 15 years that has been the gold standard in the Distinguished Club program, contests, and open houses. When you ask any member of that club who their inspiration is, they point to the same man. They point to Mike Gerrick. When you compete against the very best, do you notice how they bring out the very best in you? Missy Moore, my good friend, puts it best when competing against Mike. You might pull off the biggest win of your career, but more than likely, you will be Gerricked. My club was in Mike's area for many years, and for the record, I've been Gerricked more times than I can remember. Competing with Mike was always one of the biggest honors of my career. Anytime I shared the stage with him, I learned something. However, my favorite memory with Mike happened in 2010. We competed in a room the size of a closet. He took the international speech contest, I took evaluation. After that contest, Mike pulled me aside and he said, "Pete, let's take this all the way to district. You got it in you." When a 5-time district champion says that to you, you listen. The lessons that Mike taught me over those 2 months are lessons that I apply to Toastmasters, to my professional life, to my everyday life. He taught me that the real winner always needs to be your audience. That public speaking is not a skill, it's an art. And he taught me that the real trophy worth chasing is the experiences you learn. I can honestly say I would not be the Toastmaster I am today without Mike's influence. Mike, thank you for always inspiring greatness out of everyone you touch, including me. When you take a look at what Mike has accomplished, it will blow you away. 15 education awards, 5 district championships. Recently he sponsored an awesome club, and every leadership position he's ever held, his club was successful. All of these elements have one thing in common. They were built on a gold standard of communication and leadership excellence that you expect from Mike. And it should be the standard of excellence you should expect from any DTM. That's why today, the letters DTM have gained more significance, because we have an incredible man that's about to join our fraternity. It is with great pleasure that I introduce to you a man I am honored to call my fellow Toastmaster, my friend, my mentor, and a man who inspires greatness out of everyone. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Gerrick.